I hope everyone's had a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has a wonderful and happy and safe New Year in all your travels. I'm over watching the chat because I do still moderate. Even though y'all don't know that I'll be lurking, I still moderate. And I'm over at 007's with Near, and they're discussing some stuff about Israel. So if that's your cup of tea, then that's probably the place to be. If that's not, then I wouldn't stop by there right now. I'm going to go mess with my hair, and then I'll probably see you guys.
Yeah, yeah, la, 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 la. Yeah, sometimes I wonder why you keep talking like you don't give a fuck about me. You've got a piece of me, and honestly, my life wouldn't be the same without you. And babe, we're not just friends, are we? More than friends, we just have a man, don't you? You think I'm stone cold, tripping, man, I'm sick of being teased. I just want to belong, yeah. Don't lie to me, no, no, don't lie to me, don't lie to me, don't lie to me, no, no, don't lie to me, no, no, don't lie to me, no. She moves like a dancing queen, she's attending for wings, and all this under my eyes. Please, babe, don't make that move with your eyes. You're the best, is best, but my love still doesn't go away. Don't lie to me about your turns, about falling in love. What makes you happy, what makes you drown, about what you want and what makes you bad. And give me a chance to make things right, but just be honest for once in a while. It was a part of a silly joke where it isn't fun, it can stand no more. Don't lie to me, don't lie to me about your turns, about falling in love. What makes you happy, what makes you drown, about what you want and what makes you bad. And give me a chance to make things right, but just be honest for once in a while. It was a part of a silly joke where it isn't fun, it can stand no more. Don't lie to me, don't lie to me about your chance, about falling in love. What makes you happy, what makes you drown, about what you want and what makes you bad. And give me a chance to make things right, but just be honest for once in a while. It was a part of a silly joke, well, isn't fun, it can stand no more.
There we go. Now maybe y'all can hear that shit.
grand jury to ask for an indictment, but they just use it simply for investigation? And why might they do that?
Yeah, it's because the grand jury is so compelling. You can get hostile witnesses in there before they are, like in a preliminary hearing, you won't get a lot of cooperation, but in an investigative grand jury, it speeds everything up. And there's that amount of confidentiality.
Possible that this guy Neo was being pressured by law enforcement, and then obviously the prosecution and the DA, and they leaned on him so hard that he basically squealed and gave them information.
I mean, Neo sounds like he has some valuable information. Whether or not he was involved in the cover-up, like, I don't think this was something David could have done on his own. The disposing of the body in this type of way, and the getting rid of the car and everything else without anybody else, at least other people at least being aware of it. And we're asking, hey, where the heck has Celeste been, by the way? There's people who definitely have information. Whether or not they participated in either her death or the cover-up, we're going to find out. But this guy Neo, just to be clear on that, he was arrested because he failed to show up for the subpoena. He failed to show up to the grand jury subpoena. He was served with the subpoena, but said, screw it, I'm not showing up. And to Phil's point earlier, that's why these things are so powerful. You can lock somebody up, literally, if they don't show up to testify.
Yeah, if they got a subpoena, hell yeah.
Saying, hey, can I ask
you better motherfucker show up.
These grand juries are so powerful. But again, Phil, what do you think about, like, the break in this, just kind of trying to read the tea leaves?
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's just what happened. A key witness with such an information, he got himself in trouble, and now he said, hey, all right, I'll talk to you guys now, where the cops came up with something to put enough pressure on to, okay, you can either be a witness or you can be a suspect.
Like he almost died on stream. Oh, too bad he didn't.
Yeah, you're right, the physical evidence has been there, and it's not likely that they were still waiting to tie up some minor loose ends on the physical circumstantial evidence, but somebody talked. And whatever the reason it was that they talked, the grand jury was the one who just kept pushing them closer to the edge of the cliff and said, okay, you either turn around and come back, or we'll see you later.
Nima Rahmani has entered LA attorney to the Stars. Actually, he usually goes up against the Stars. He is here, defense attorney from Los Angeles, as is Josh Ritter, the criminal defense attorney. But Nima, this is huge news that's been simmering for months on end. What was your reaction to the arrest here?
Yeah, Joel, thanks for having me. Great to be on, Josh. Phil, I mean, look, my reaction is better late than ever. I live and work in LA, and I think as much as I respect law enforcement, everyone's been saying, what is taking so long? You have this young girl who's been missing for well over a year. Her body was found more than 6 months ago. It's not David. Who is it? Who's responsible for this? And there's been a lot of criticism of LAPD. And of course, look, you wanted to get it right.
He never did anything inappropriate, and if he ever tickled the boys, it was on the shoulder or on the head, and it was nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that part.
They made it. That's what the detective did. He took everything that was said. Tim gave the kid presents. He did. The wife did, and everybody.
So let me pause this.
The DA did inappropriately.
So you got that one right there,
the grand jury,
and then there's a second part to that.
Go for this grooming causes of action and threw them out. The DA is running. The assistant DA.
It doesn't have the ability to know whether or not it's lying. No, I seriously doubt it. So it's like, and I'm constantly hearing people correcting AI.
It'll encourage you to do stuff, but it won't I don't think it'll tell you flash. You're probably right. I don't think it's not that heavy into it, because it has some sort of safety into some kind of something.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't think they're that, but also because they're not as, I don't think so, man. And the one I tried to fuck with tried to kidnap me, so there's that.
It's not going to be free. It's on your phone. It's the same thing as Google Answers or Google whatever the hell that app
That's weird. It's like all these people watching, but nobody's chatting.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the show. Everybody? RF2 flag number 448. Yeah, those guide stones.
He's looking good.
They're in the news again.
Right.
And the mystery is solved. Let's welcome the lovely son to the show.
Hi, hi, hi.
There you are. Where's the,
I'm ready for the ins and outs and what have yous about the
where's
guidestones.
the rowdy crowd?
I mean, I don't know.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the show, my friends. Well, a mystery has been solved regarding the guidestones. You know, the little slideshow, I put the slideshow up in my house, but that was
I
us.
did, I saw it.
Yeah, we were at the Georgia Guidestones.
2021.
I think it was actually 2022.
No, I had just gotten back to
Oh, that's
there.
right. So that's right. It was a year.
We got back in
We
January.
went to the Guidestones on Valentine's Day of 2022.
Oh, that's so sweet.
2020, it was destroyed in 2022.
Right.
Okay. All right. So
Soldier on the data.
yeah, we went there on Valentine's Day.
Brad is getting sorted.
Yeah, we woke up that day.
And we just decided we're going to go.
Yeah, we never
It was a
discussed
rainy
it.
day, too. It was a rainy day.
Rainy day. You can see that in the photos. Well,
While you take it back.
yeah, here we are. There's the lovely Summer standing beside the 19 point whatever foot tall Guidestones.
The eugenics inscriptions.
Right, by the English version, right? Maintain humanity under 500, what's that say?
500 million.
Okay, under 500 million. So half a billion. Right now, some people say there are between 8 and 9 billion people on the planet right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you can imagine that, let's assume there's 8.5 billion people right now.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 8 billion people that would need to go. Because you want to keep it in perpetual balance with nature, guide reproduction wisely.
Word.
Bring fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living language. Do we have one here? No, that's good enough. Yeah. Rule, passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Right, because you need a master one world leader. Balance personal rights with social duty. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite, whatever that might be. And be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. And I say again, leave room for nature. So, the question has always been.
Yes, I don't understand what the problem is with that. I don't understand why people thought, oh my God, it's the end of the world, and then fucked it up. But yeah, you suck.
February 14th, 2021. Yes, I got it right now. We actually did a live stream from there, and as far as I know, that's still up on the channel. If you go back
Oh, cool. I'll have to go check that out
on the channel, and you'll see us live streaming.
after this live.
For about 40 minutes. I think. Or maybe it was either 15 minutes or 40 minutes. I'm not sure if it was, but we live streamed it just to see if we could.
There were cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and that's what this.
I mean, it was really surrounded by surveillance.
You'll see it in a second, but yeah, that's what's so weird about when they when it was blown up.
Yeah, they only gave a couple of angles, from the security cams, whereas there were cameras literally all over the place from all angles. So definitely there was more angles available. And the big controversy has always been,
Look, there's another one.
just knock everything down. And apparently they also dug out the time capsule as well. And even
They did it.
they did when the whole thing happened, they came in and just knocked everything down, cleared it out, and took the time capsule. Like they acted like nothing was there. Well, you got conflicting reports, of course, because it's the internet and that's the world we're living in.
Yeah.
But basically we weren't allowed to know what was in the time capsule, and it was all sort of swept away immediately. And
Well, in my opinion,
there was a lot of mockery around it.
in my opinion, the time capsule is probably the least interesting thing about this monument. But,
Well, I don't know. For me, it is interesting because that would almost make sense as to first of all, it was like them giving away too much information, right? Like we don't want to have this thing blaringly obvious.
Well, but the time capsule was placed there by the city council. It wasn't placed. It wasn't part of the original design.
Well, so the narrative goes,
Yeah.
but as far as we know, it could be very significant, in fact. So,
So-
they wanted to get it.
Obviously, the controversy is
Lonnie is such a joke. Like, for real, cannot stand that woman.
And it's basically it is a humanist eugenicist.
Mhm.
Um,
It lines up with what we know to be the Davos Great Reset crowd.
set of well, the guy who put it up there, the one straight up there, it is
They're in that same camp.
believed to be. It's on.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on there with TLC? Is that really?
It's Elbert.
What in the hell?
town is Elberton, but it's Elbert County or Elberton County.
It's Alberton County.
Elberton, Georgia is the town, and they have one of the largest granite deposits in the nation right there under their feet in that part of North Georgia.
Mhm.
And so that was one of the reasons it was selected too. But these are instructions for how to continue after a major cataclysm, basically. But here's the problem: someone attacked them on
Someone,
June 6th.
some people,
June 6th.
some various.
That's bullshit.
June 6th, 2022, and with a kind of explosive that you can get at sporting goods store. It's meant for
Supposedly.
targets.
Well, again, that's the story. I mean, that's the official story, apparently.
Well, I mean, these things are known. I mean, this is. I mean, there's not a lot to cover up about how they did it. You know, it's just. Well, here's what's interesting. What happened to them? Right, they were damaged.
I think
They
that
didn't fall down.
there's a lot of
It happened
like
at exactly 4:03.
things you take for granted or whatever when you're young in this fucking business and shit like that. And I think one thing is consideration.
No, it was
And I think you need to be like obviously being on the road with people and living together, 24/7, especially writing, recording, touring is all we did, from the time we were a band until the time we weren't.
But yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, well, George has always had a lot of nefarious things going on, with Jekyll Island, and we've got a Federal Reserve building, we've got Coca-Cola, we've got some of the
One of the people that's connected to the court.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't even know how they got there.
Yeah, that's the interesting part about it.
Yeah.
Is they just sort of showed up.
My
Like,
coworker told him one day, "Yeah, the Godstones are out there in the yard." He said, "What?" So, yeah, and
well, that's also an indicator of people that are sort of above the law.
How do you get stones of that size dropped off in your fucking yard and you don't even know about it? Somebody that works for you has to come and tell you about it. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Because it's not like they probably didn't get moved there like all at once. They probably moved them in on a truck, I would imagine, one by one. I wonder how long they were in the dude's yard before the employee come and told him, hey man, the damn Godstones are out there in the yard. What? I'd be like, hold the fuck up. What? What did you say? I wish I could get that lucky. They would have dropped them off my yard. I'd have been like, sweet. Yes. But they did.